Napoleon Hill begins Think and Grow Rich by reminding us that all success starts with an idea. He introduces the concept that riches, whether in the form of money or something else, like happiness, peace of mind, or friendships, begin in the mind. The foundation of this book is built on the lessons he learned after interviewing more than 500 of the most successful men of his time, including Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison. The key, he argues, is to understand that wealth is not just about money. It's about mastering the thoughts and emotions that lead to achievement. Chapter 1: Desire. Hill starts with the principle that every achievement begins with desire, a burning desire that does not accept failure. He tells the story of Edwin C. Barnes, who was determined to work with Thomas Edison. Barnes had no money and no connections, but he had a definite goal and an unshakable will. He eventually got his opportunity, not immediately as Edison's partner, but in a minor role. Yet that opportunity opened the door. Desire must be specific, not vague wishing. Hill insists on formulating a clear statement of your goal, how much money you want, when you want it, what you'll give in return, and how you'll achieve it. This desire must be read and visualized every day. This is not daydreaming. It is a conscious shaping of your mind and spirit toward your goal. Chapter 2: Faith. Faith is belief made real through repeated affirmations and autosuggestion. Hill emphasizes that faith is developed through visualization and conviction. When you repeat your desires and visualize their fulfillment, your subconscious begins to accept them as reality. Faith transforms desire into belief and belief into action. The key lesson here is that faith is not something you either have or don't have. It can be cultivated by repetition, clarity of purpose, and persistence. By feeding the mind positive images and messages, you create a state of belief that fuels achievement. Negative thoughts must be deliberately eliminated because they sabotage this process. Chapter 3: Autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is the method through which ideas and desires are transferred into the subconscious mind. Hill argues that this is how your mind is programmed to act on your goals. Through affirmations, repeated with emotion and conviction, we influence the subconscious, which in turn shapes behavior and outcomes. The process is simple. Repeat your desire out loud every day, visualize it, feel it, believe in it. The power lies not in mere repetition, but in the emotional involvement and absolute focus on the desired outcome. The subconscious responds to intensity, not boredom. Chapter 4: Specialized Knowledge. Hill distinguishes between general knowledge and specialized knowledge. General knowledge may make you appear intelligent, but it won't make you rich. Riches come from applying specific, useful knowledge in a definite plan of action. You don't even have to possess this knowledge personally. You can organize and use the knowledge of others. He urges readers to become lifelong learners and problem solvers. Those who succeed are often those who know how to access and apply knowledge from various sources. The organized use of knowledge is what creates value, not the mere possession of it. Chapter 5: Imagination. Imagination is the workshop of the mind. Everything created by man was first shaped in imagination. Hill discusses two types of imagination: synthetic, arranging old ideas in new combinations, and creative, tapping into something beyond ordinary thought. Imagination is where plans are born, and desire is translated into action. Hill shares stories of entrepreneurs who used imagination to solve problems, create products, or make existing ideas better. A burning desire must be paired with imaginative ideas to turn that desire into tangible wealth. Chapter 6: Organized Planning. Once you have a desire and you believe in it, and you've imagined the means of achieving it, now you must act. Hill emphasizes the need for a concrete, practical plan. And if that plan fails, change it, but never change the goal. He also advises forming a mastermind group, a small team of like-minded people with complementary skills who work together in harmony. No one succeeds entirely alone. Organized planning involves delegation, strategy, and execution. He shares that one of the most common reasons for failure is the lack of a clear plan or the refusal to revise a plan when it fails. Persistence, flexibility, and learning from failure are crucial. Chapter 7: Decision. Hill's analysis of successful people revealed they were decisive. They made decisions promptly and changed them slowly, if at all. In contrast, unsuccessful people were slow to decide and quick to change their minds. Decision is a product of courage. Fear, especially the fear of criticism, keeps many people from deciding and acting. Hill calls procrastination the enemy of success and insists that success begins when you stop waiting and start moving. When you know your desire and you have faith in it, decisions come more easily. Chapter 8. Persistence. Persistence is the sustained effort needed to induce faith and translate plans into action. Hill suggests that many people give up when success is just around the corner. He recounts the famous story of a man who stopped digging for gold 3 feet from where gold was finally discovered. Persistence can be cultivated through willpower, habit, and support. Hill stresses that lack of persistence is a major cause of failure. To build it, you must eliminate excuses, commit fully to your goal, and surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage your efforts. Chapter 9. Power of the Mastermind. The mastermind is a friendly alliance of 2 or more minds working toward a definite purpose. Hill explains that this alliance creates a third, invisible force, a sort of collective intelligence greater than the sum of its parts. He draws on the success of industrialists, inventors, and entrepreneurs who surrounded themselves with capable advisors. These relationships generate energy, creativity, and power. A harmonious group with mutual trust and common goals can accelerate success exponentially. Chapter 10. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. This is one of Hill's most unique ideas. He argues that sexual energy is one of the most powerful forms of human energy and that it can be transmuted or redirected into creativity, ambition, and drive. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and achievers often had high sex drives, but they learned to channel that energy into their pursuits. By sublimating physical desires, one can generate mental and spiritual strength that contributes to achievement. The essence here is discipline. Instead of being controlled by desire, use it as a fuel for greatness. Chapter 11. The Subconscious Mind. Hill returns to the idea that the subconscious mind acts as a link between the conscious mind, the emotions, and the spiritual realm. It is always working, recording, influencing, and guiding actions based on what is fed into it. You must guard what you allow into your subconscious. Thoughts mixed with strong emotion, whether fear or faith, have the strongest impact. Use autosuggestion to program it deliberately with the images and beliefs that will support your goal. The subconscious then guides behavior in line with those beliefs. Chapter 12. The Brain. Hill describes the brain as a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. Every human brain is both a transmitter and receiver of vibrations of thought. The more emotionally charged the thought, the more powerful its transmission. Through the brain, we can connect with the thoughts of others, tap into collective consciousness, and even receive flashes of inspiration. This ties into the idea of the mastermind and creative imagination. Thoughts are not isolated. They circulate, connect, and influence outcomes. Chapter 13. The Sixth Sense. This is the final piece of the puzzle. Hill refers to the sixth sense as the door to the temple of wisdom. It's an undefined sense that emerges once all the other principles are mastered. It allows us to receive flashes of insight, warning, or guidance that can't be explained by logic alone. Hill admits that not everyone will immediately understand or access this power, but it is there, and it can be developed. It's an intuitive faculty that becomes more pronounced the more disciplined, focused, and purpose-driven one becomes. The sixth sense guides successful people in critical moments, when decisions must be made, without all the facts. Chapter 14. How to Outwit the 6 Ghosts of Fear. Before closing, Hill outlines the 6 basic fears that destroy success: fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. These fears paralyze action, weaken desire, and create indecision and doubt. Hill suggests that all fear is a state of mind, and since we control our thoughts, we can conquer fear. To outwit these ghosts of fear, one must understand their source and replace them with thoughts of courage, confidence, and faith. Through repeated positive autosuggestion and by rejecting negative influences, we can train the mind to be fearless and focused. Hill ends the book with a powerful reminder: success is not accidental. Riches, monetary and otherwise, come to those who deliberately seek them with clarity, belief, and persistent effort. Every person is the master of their own fate. The principles in Think and Grow Rich are not secrets, they are disciplines. And they're within everyone's reach. If you can see the riches in your mind, and you're willing to act with unwavering desire and faith, you can bring them into your life.